So, Lord, where is this house that you're talking about? Is it on the other side of the mountain? Is it across the sea? How do we get there? Well, wait for it. The answer may surprise you. Hi, I'm Gary, and you're watching 7 Minutes in the Word. Now, let's recap what we've studied the last few weeks. Jesus told his disciples that he was going away, and where he was going, well, they couldn't follow him. Well, Peter protested. He said, Lord, where are you going, and why can I not go with you now? Well, Jesus explained to Peter and to the rest of the disciples that, well, he was going to his Father's house, and he was going to prepare a place for them and for us too. And when he had finished, he was going to come back and he was going to gather to himself all those who belonged to him and take them to where he was. So that's what we where we are. That's brings us up to date. So today we're going to look at John the 14th chapter verses 4 through 7, and we will be reading in the English Standard Version. Jesus said to them, "And you know the way to where I am going." And Thomas said to him, "Lord, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you had known me, you would have known my Father also. And from now on, you do know him and have seen him." Well, Peter had his chance at bat, and now Thomas was up. All the disciples must have been thinking it, but it was Thomas who got to question the Lord this time. Thomas, like Peter and probably all the rest, was still expecting an earthly kingdom and thinking about, where Jesus was going on on earthly terms. And so really the question was, where on earth could Jesus be going that we can't follow? Well, Peter had just asked, "Where are you going?" So when Jesus said, "You know the way," it must have been a bit confusing for the disciples. Where was the Father's house? Was it on the other side of the mountain? Was it across the sea? Maybe out in the desert? Lord, if you don't tell us where the Father's house is, well, how do we know the way to get there? And Thomas was the straight man this time. In this instance, Thomas, not Peter, was the one who was playing the straight man, asking a question that then gave the Lord an opportunity to expand on what he had just told them. So Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and the life." Now, here we see the sixth time in the book of John that Jesus has used the phrase "I am" and included it with a predicate. So this time he said, "I am the way." In the past he'd said, "I am the bread of life. I am light of the world. I am the good shepherd. I am the resurrection and the life." And he will say, "I am the true vine." Also in John, 5 times in John 6 and 20, in John 8, 24 and 28 and 50, and then again in John 18 and 6, Jesus said, "I am," by itself, with no predicate. Now, this is seen by many to be a claim of deity. Similar to when God said to Moses, "I am who I am. Say this to the people of Israel, I am has sent me to you." Now, certainly, in John 8:58, when Jesus said, "Truly, truly I say to you, before Abraham was, I am." Now, the Jews who heard him say this, well, they believed he was making a claim of deity. That's why they tried to stone him. In the verse we are looking at, John 4:6, or John 14:6, he is telling his disciples that he is the way to the Father's house. He isn't their guide to the Father's house, but rather he is the means by which they can go to the Father's house. He says, I am the way. And it's important. Those words are important, are very important to, most important part of the statement. The truth and the life, well, they explain why he is the way. David L. Leip, in the Truth for Today commentary of John, explained it this way. These terms explain how it is that Jesus is the way. He is the way because he is the truth. That is, the revelation of God. And because the life of God resides in him. Jesus further explained to his disciples that not only was he the way to the Father's house, well, he was the only way. He then said to them, if you had known me, you would have known my Father also. Now, this isn't to say that the disciples did not know Jesus as an acquaintance, did not know Jesus as a close friend, did not know Jesus as we say we know someone. But what it is saying is they didn't understand his spiritual nature. They did not know who he was. They did not know why he was there. They did not know what it was he had to do. And they certainly did not know where he was going. Now, because of this revelation that they could know the Father by knowing Jesus, well, Jesus could now say to them, from now on, you do know him and have seen him. Jesus had revealed to them that they could only go to the Father by way of him. And now he was telling them that they know the Father if they know him. He's saying he and the Father are one. Well, next week we will take an even closer, detailed look at Jesus' oneness with God when we study John 14, verses 8 through 11. Thank you for being with me in this study today. If you like the study, then please click the like button. And do come back again next week for another 7 minutes in the Word. And now I want to leave you with this. This week I was asked, who's the creator, Jesus or God? And the answer to that question is, there is no dichotomy. Jesus is one with God.